What it is, man. It's your boy Big Boosie, man. I had to reach out to y'all, man. A lot going on out here with this Puff Daddy stuff. It's real crazy, man. Make sure y'all subscribe and y'all come in if you're new to the channel. Please, everybody, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button for me. But, you know, I was looking at this stuff with the Puff sentencing, and it's like they wanted to give him some kind of time. They wanted to give him some kind of time, really just to hide from their flaws of what they really did, locking that man up for the Mann Act instead of domestic violence. Now they're giving him a prostitution charge, and he didn't make no money off of selling no prostitutes. They know that he was hiring male escorts. The women all wanted to do or take, participate in what was going on. Even if he was like peer pressured them to actually participate, they still had the right to say no. Romeo Madoff, what up? They had the right to say no. So how prostitution can even be involved with this type of charge? And he beat the biggest one, but still give him 4 years. That's just to hide the bull crap that they've been doing. That's why they fired the prosecutor, because the higher ups didn't want to get looked at as crazy. If they would have found him guilty, they wouldn't have fired that prosecutor. That's a fact. They didn't want to be looked at as crazy for pulling the stunt that they pulled on this man, locking him up. And I'm not a Puff fan of none of that. But, I like when a person gets a lot of money and, start from the bottom and go all the way to the top. So I admire him for that. But I've seen him curse people out and all that. But like I tell people, man, corporate people curse people out all the time, man. Or talk nasty to their staff in that corporate world. But I'm just saying, we seen him do what he did to Cassie. He ain't pound on it and all that. He might have done it before, but this time they didn't catch it on film. But I'm just saying, even with that being said, people with those type of charges don't get that much time, man, for a first-time offender on top of that. Major, what up? His first time, first charge, and I know it's federal and all that, but at the end of the day, those charges was bull crap, and they tried to make people, blind people, by showing the act of domestic violence, and wanted to trick the jury and people in front of the camera to believing that it was the Mann Act that they was going to find him guilty on. They only showed stuff of domestic violence, and if they would have said guilty, he would have went to jail for domestic violence, being found guilty for domestic violence, and not for the Mann Act, and would have got Mann Act, punishment. Would have took everything, money, companies, everything from him. And this is crazy, and it ain't fair, but like I keep telling people, we gotta be careful out here, man. It's an attack on our black powerful people. Our kids might grow up, my nephew might grow up and be powerful one day. Your kids might grow up, or the boys, because they're attacking the black men. So that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. So you might have a nephew or a son grow up and be a powerful and be a powerful person. Y'all excuse the background. I'm at the barber shop. I'm about to get my hair cut. What?
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. But your kids grow up, start making money, turn themselves into a mogul or something, big in the industry of whatever they work in, and then if they want to tear him down, they come up with these fake charges and take them down and try to trick people in front of the camera for their reasons of doing so. None of it makes sense for him to get that 4 years. They could have gave that man 2 years time serving, the rest on probation, let the man go home. And they gonna do 4 years? Come on, man. That sound crazy. And I chat GPT'd it and it said the average person get a year and a half, depending on what state, or 6 months probation, things of that nature. That's crazy. But why nobody's talking about the Abercrombie and Finch guys? They even let them get out on an $8 million bond. He even offered $50 million, they wouldn't let the man out. But they out on an $8 million bond, and there's a lot of people complaining and saying that that the Abercrombie and Finch, the two white guys, really RAPE, those young boys and stuff. But they not all over the tabloids. Why they got ABC News out there? Why they don't got, like Tisa Tell and all these other podcasters out there, reporting on those guys. They ain't doing none of that. But it's an attack on our black, high-profile black men, man. For real. Then you got people in the comments on the ABC News, on YouTube, saying that the judge was paid off. That ain't enough time. Like, people really want to see Puff go to jail, man. That's crazy to me. As if they didn't see the same thing everybody else saw. Catching Cassie in lies on the stand, and you could tell that she still love him and all that. That's a fact, man, bros. It's crazy how they try to tear us down and put us in jail. My bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. But as I was saying, this is another way to enslave us, man. And we don't pay it no attention because it ain't happening to us. And we not watching right in front of our eyes and it's somebody else. And, we don't make no noise about it now. We are in danger, man. Our kids is in danger. Our kids is in danger. We got to make a difference now, man. His lawyers is filing for appeal. Normally, appeal take 2 years. Once he do about 2 years, it's about time for him to come home. But still, maybe they want to overturn. I don't know. He's still found guilty for it, so he still will be a felon regardless. But I don't know how that process works. But that right there, I wasn't feeling none of that. 4 years, man. The man could have came home, man. The man didn't go on the run. Y'all wouldn't let him out on bail while he waited for sentencing. Damn. Acting as if he would be a flight risk or danger to anybody. Why would he do anything to anybody knowing he got to go back to face these charges to get his time? Why would he flight risk, and he turned himself in from the whole beginning and he knew what time he was facing. So none of that made sense. And they calling themselves making an example. That's what the judge said. What kind of example are you setting? And it's people that get 4 years for unaliving people sometimes. And you're going to talk about making an example? That's crazy, man. It's nasty work, man. I wasn't really feeling that sentence. It felt like it happened to somebody that I physically know, that hang with me every day, or a close friend that I ain't seen in a while, but still we best of friends. It felt that way, man. Because that ain't right. And everybody better pay attention to that, because it could be you or your family member. You never know what might happen. It's bad enough they putting people in jail illegally, unjustifiable, with the bull crap they do now. Run up at people's houses with no warrants, pull you over for nothing. All of the above, man. So that's crazy, man. That they just did. It's crazy what they did to Puff Dog, for real. I ain't feeling that. Y'all gotta drop some comments, man. Let me know what y'all think about it and y'all opinion. And all the people that keep saying he's a monster and monsters never change. See, that's a lie. And you know, they could have gave him some rehabilitation stuff and sent him home on probation also. Let him go get anger management stuff. That's what jail really supposed to be for, reforming. Not just because you want to throw somebody in jail also, and people can change. So don't never say that. A monster can't change. I can't believe how many people just want to see somebody in jail. And that's the power of when the prosecutors use the media and put stuff like that out there for public opinion. And you know, it's a lot of people, and I'm not saying that it's right. I'm just saying so many people out here that beat on women. There's some women that beat on their men. And I posted one the other day on my Instagram. Y'all can go to my Instagram, the real big Boosie. The real big Boosie, Bootsie. You'll see the girl up there slammed him like she a dude. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Noble Boom said Puff did it to himself. He thought he shitted on a lot of people. Yeah, they took that message down. That's dumb. Even though he did give him time for what he did, and he been in there long enough for domestic violence. He been in there long enough for domestic violence. So they overdoing it with all this crap, so they don't look bad. That's all that is. So yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. I'm about to go in this barber chair, man. Salute your boy Big Boosie. I had to come and touch on that, man. But y'all let me know. Drop some comments on this one, man. Make sure you hit that like button for me. If you're brand new, hit the subscribe button. All right, peace.